I don't remember nothing more until that evening, and I'm walking. I'm a nurse.
Is there any reason for you to be held at the hospital any longer?
No.
Hunter Tabor for the state. Ready?
Stephanie Yance, attorney ad litem, ready.
Okay, Ms. Cole, are you there?
Yes.
Okay.
Amy? No, you got it. Got to flip it around, I think.
There we go.
Around.
Mr. Tabor, go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. I've submitted to the court report and ad litem a copy of our application for medical treatment of this patient. I'd like to submit it as Exhibit A,
No objections.
A is admitted.
and the state will rest.
Okay, Ms. Cole, can I get you to raise your right hand to be sworn? Do you have your hand up?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am, I swear.
All right, go ahead, counsel.
Thank you, Judge. Ms. Will you please state your name for the record?
My name is.
And do you understand that the point of today's hearing is to ask the judge to order the hospital to let you leave?
Yes, ma'am.
And why do you need to leave today?
I have a lot of medical, and my reason here is more medical. Monday I was ordered an MRI of my back. I have spinal and cerebral instability. I also have a tabular cyst on my sacral, which is filled with cerebral spinal fluid. I've been seeing a neuro doctor for it. I had an MRI scheduled for Monday, and I get very claustrophobic in the MRI. So Dr. Alshami ordered me 10 milligrams of Valium. I was kind of upset because my boyfriend wasn't coming for the MRI, but I had arranged for my hairdresser to pick me up from the MRI because I was being sedated and I couldn't leave for the MRI. So I had taken my Valium and I was sitting outside waiting for Uber to pick me up to take me to the MRI. It's about 7:30, I think. And I was going to go to Colorado afterwards. And when I logged on to my flight benefits, I see my account was closed and my benefits was locked out, and I'm getting ready to go for an MRI. And of course I had that Valium on board. Like I was just telling her, I panicked. I messaged my hairdresser and I said I wasn't going for the MRI. I don't remember nothing more until that evening, and I'm walking under a bridge and I'm talking to my boyfriend, asking him if his mother just hates me and just wants me to die, or what does she want from me? And why does your parents hate me? And he said, I don't know, my parents just hate you. And I'm caught talking to him, crying. So I walk in Whole Foods to get a water. I got a Smart Water. It was $2.69. I had two $1 bills on me and like 53 cents. And some woman came up and said, I'll get you for the rest. And then that's when I walked out and the cops pulled up beside me and they said, are you Terry? And I said, yes. So they got out of the car and I handed them my bag because I have my concealed. This is like 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. And I handed them my bag. I said, I have a gun. I gave him my bag. And the one officer said to me something, and I said, you're not going to handcuff me, are you? And he said, no. And I said, yes, you are. And I'm just standing there. And he said, no, I'm not. He made a motion, and all of a sudden I flew over that bench and over the arm of the bench. They put me in handcuffs. They sat me on that bench for almost an hour. 7 cop cars come. I then asked them, finally, I said, just take me to the hospital. I'm hurting really bad. I can't sit on this bench any longer. They took me to Methodist Hospital because I work at Memorial Hermann in the ER. I'm a registered nurse. And I worked at Tomball in the psych department. So they didn't want to take me there to shame me. I wish I would have went there, but they took me to Methodist. They put me in a room and I asked them to talk to the doctor because my hip, and I had a broken foot that I just left the doctor from on Monday evening. And I tried to explain to Methodist that I needed a boot and a CT scan because they think I ruptured tendons in my foot. And then so the nurse went out and asked the doctor in the hallway, because I was standing right there in the doorway, and said, the patient here said she has a broken foot and they wanted a CT scan. And she said her hip's bothering her and she needs a CT scan of her hip. That doctor stood in the hall and said, she's a psych patient. She's here on the EDO. She's being admitted. So then they brought me here and, I truly believe it was the Valium. I don't remember nothing from that day. I've never been suicidal in my life. I don't take any antidepressants. The most I have is ADHD. I travel the world. I have nothing to be pressed over.
Okay, Miss T, I have a question really quick. Who is Benjamin?
Benjamin's my young middle son.
Okay. So Benjamin said that you were trying to swallow a bottle of pills. Is that correct?
No, that wasn't Benjamin. The cops wrote all that order down wrong. That was Christopher. I'll back up since you want me to. My boyfriend is a pilot for United Airlines. He has Asperger's. So it's been a real struggle for the past couple of years with him. We had just been on the Liberty cruise ship, the one that young boy took his life. And he called me a GD effing cunt.
Okay. And so did that lead you to,
Well,
let's go back to.
Well, that just kind of hurt me. So then we go to the airport. Well, right before our second cruise on the Icon, he told me I was a GD effing idiot. So I just ignore it and stuff like that because, he has the Asperger's. But when we get to the airport, we left the ship at 6 a.m. I had taken a meloxicam, which is 7.5 milligrams. That's all I had. So when we get to the airport, it's about 10 o'clock. We're sitting outside the airport, and me and Chuck's bickering back and forth where to put the stuff in the suitcases. And I said, well, put this in your suitcase. You're coming to Denver. I'm going to Denver with you. He said, no, you're going to get the MRI. And I said, not without you. I need support, and I need someone to pick me up. Well, then his son started screaming at me at the airport and said, everybody hates your effing guts. You're not welcome in Colorado anymore. And he just walked away. And then I started crying. We go back inside the airport. We check our bags and stuff. Probably 20 minutes had elapsed. And I was hurting so bad. And I can't use my hand. I don't think you can see me on the screen. Both of my index fingers are crossed over my third finger because of my neck injury. So I couldn't even pull a gun if I wanted to. But anyway, when I was taking the lid off my meloxicam, I had 6 pills in there, or 7. My son came over thinking I was doing something. He swung them out of my hand, but that was Christopher. That wasn't Benjamin.
Okay, so you weren't trying to take a
No.
bottle of pills
I was
to
trying
harm
to take
yourself?
two more meloxicam. I have Narco.
Okay, Miss T, have you ever done anything to try to harm yourself?
No,
Have
never,
you tried to harm anyone else?
never. I'm a nurse.
Is there any reason for you to be held at the hospital any longer?
No. I need medical more than psych anything.
Okay, thank you. I pass the witness.
Ross?
Good afternoon, ma'am. On the day that Christopher swiped the bottle out of your hands, did you have a firearm?
No, we were at the airport.
Okay, whenever the police picked you up, did you have a firearm on
Yes,
you?
and I handed it right to him. I had my concealed. I always carry, always. In fact, I got pulled over once and the cop said he better never pull me over again without it. He's a state trooper.
Okay, ma'am. Do you recall telling the doctor that you took the pills in an attempt to harm yourself?
No. I never told
Because
that.
you believe that your boyfriend didn't love you anymore?
No, I never told the doctor that. I told the doctor I took meloxicam. I never told the doctor that.
Okay,
I told the
ma'am.
doctor that maybe the stuff I was saying on the phone was getting him to get attention, but no, I never told the doctor I took an overdose of meloxicam or pills. I have Narco. I have everything the doctors have given me for my neck injury. I take.
Ma'am, have you ever received psychiatric treatment before?
No, sir.
So you've never been to a psychiatrist at all?
No,
Has the facility there prescribed you any psychiatric medications?
no. They prescribed me Prozac, but considering I don't even know what happened on Monday with the Valium, I don't take meds. I've never really taken meds. I don't even take the Flexeril. But when I did take the Valium, I'll tell you what, like I said, I remember nothing from that day. And my
Okay.
Christopher will tell you that I can't even take a Flexeril.
And do you recall telling family that you're tired of living with chronic pain?
Oh, well, I always say that. I mean, I have chronic pain, but just 3 weeks ago, a doctor, Dr. Dupree, Travis Dupree, told me what I had, and he hooked me up with Dr. Malley. I have cerebral and spinal instability, and I have a tabular cyst.
Okay, ma'am. So the facility there has prescribed you Prozac, but you're not taking it. Is that correct?
No,
Okay. If part of your discharge plan was to take, if they
Cymbalta.
recommend you to take the Prozac, would you be willing to do that?
I would take the Cymbalta that the doctor prescribed me last month. When they find out I had the cerebral and spinal instability, they ordered me Cymbalta, and that's what I told them here. They ordered me duloxetine. And the only reason I didn't take it, like I said, I don't do very well with pills, and we were going out of the country at the time. We were going to Australia, and we were going to be in Australia for 4 weeks. So I did not want to take the Cymbalta.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay. So at this time, the court is finding that probable cause does exist, and your physician will let you know when you can be released, ma'am. Good luck.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Okay, so while we're waiting for HCA Kingwood, I'm gonna call some of the dismissal cases.